J. Abbondanza.
Yeah, just grab one.
All right. What's up, Emporium? Yeah. I was a little worried you saved the scream for him. All right. So let me let you in on a little bit of insight about the kind of person I am. In the past week, I have uttered the sentence, "What's Kim D's fucking problem?" Which some people watch Real Housewives of New Jersey, and some people are intelligent. I am the former, not the latter. I may have fucked that up too. No, but I am sticking with that reality television train. I'm going to ride that retard train right into the ground. I'm not going to apologize. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nope. Now we got to address something. Now we have to dress in ill. Oh, yeah. You watch reality television. Like, okay, I watch reality television and I watch Mad Men. You know what I'm doing when I'm doing both those things? Nothing. That's what I'm doing. People act like they contribute to society when they watch Mad Men. Fuck all of you. But no, I love reality television. My only problem with reality television is we need to take it farther. We need to take a page out of Rome's book. We need to start feeding people to lions. This is what we need to do. And some of you might back off of that. Maybe it was like, oh, that was wrong. That's one of those things that we look down upon. Yeah, it was wrong because they were rounding people up to feed the lions. But if you offer someone a Ford Focus, it is A-okay. We'll give you a bet, hillbilly. Come on. You think you can do it? Take on Leo. It'll be fun. I always hate when America gets like compared negatively to Rome. Like people are like, we're not going to be around forever. We're just like Rome. We're just going to be another page in the history book. No, we ain't like Rome. Rome, like we have like signs. Rome didn't have any signs that things were going bad. They didn't have any signals. They didn't have like Honey Boo Boo Child walking around going, it was decaying right now as we speak. They didn't have that. Like, you think like that when our empire crumbles, it's going to be a surprise? No, there's going to be Facebook updates constantly. Like, yo, the hordes are on my block. Check this shit out. TwitPic, rubble. The apocalypse will be Instagrammed. It will be awesome. Like, Rome didn't have it so good. It was a surprise to them. The average Roman was just selling pomegranates on the street, and then one day a Visigoth hit him in the head with an axe. And that's how the empire ended to him. He didn't know. He didn't have a Honey Boo Boo Child. But we're lucky to be alive in this time because we are alive in the time of Prince. And we get to watch Purple Rain every other week on VH1. If you don't take advantage of that, you really need to start doing that because that is a magical movie. Because nothing in that movie makes any sense if it was anyone but Prince. Like, the Romans got to watch gladiators do battle, but they didn't get to watch a 5'1" man dressed like a gay pirate woo women. They didn't get to do that. They didn't get to watch a man settle scores on the stage. Like, it's not a musical, but they act like a musical. Like, if Prince gets mad at someone, he just goes on stage like this girl hurt his feelings. So he went on stage and sang a song about some other girl he banged while humping the stage. And she's like, why not me, Prince? That actually happened, and you can watch it every week on VH1. The best part of Purple Rain, the best scene in Purple Rain, is the scene when Prince has to be masculine. For those of you who haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry for you, but there is a scene in it where Prince's mom has a black eye and his dad did it. So he needed to go beat his ass, which is already like, is he really going to beat his ass? Maybe he should just get on that piano and start working it. But the funniest thing is he's actually like trying to be badass, but he's still Prince. So he's like looking around. He's like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you, motherfucker? Answer me. Like, in his most masculine moment, he did a pirouette. It was fan-fucking-tastic. The other great thing about Prince is some of you might not know he's a Jehovah's Witness. And a big tenet of being a Jehovah's Witness, as we all know, is going to door. That's worth moving to Minnesota. Could you imagine that circumstance? Like, you're just at home one day, you get a knock on the door, and you open it, and it's Prince, which is some big dude behind him with a guitar playing the opening chorus to Let's Go Crazy. He's like, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to talk about a thing called life. Only 144,000 people are getting into heaven. Do you find yourself one of the chosen? And I'm here to tell you about Jehovah. Do you have a couple seconds to talk about Jesus Christ? I do, Prince. I do. Come the fuck on in. If that happened to me, I would just let him in the house and let him talk about all this mania. I could be like, so what's up with the revolution? You still talk to him? No, not that revolution. The ones with the dudes who wear purple. I want to talk about them. And then if it was me, I would like offer him some tea at some point. Just be like, yo, Prince, you want some tea? It's got lilac. It's purple. You're going to love it. And then I would hide. I would hide in my home, and you know Prince is going to get irritated because he's a busy man. He's got places to be and people to rock. He's going to be like, yo, where the tea at? He's going to get upset, and he's going to go looking for me, and then I'm going to create the greatest moment of all time where Prince is standing in my living room going, where are you, motherfucker? So that's going to happen for me the second I move to Minnesota. That's what's going to And thank you. In other news, I read this. I actually read this. This was something I read. Whoopi Goldberg has had sex with over 50 people. That is jarring news, to say the least. Because I picture Whoopi Goldberg's pussy to have an accent. Could you imagine just be standing in front of her, she lifts up her skirt, and he's like, I ain't seen y'all in about 30 months. Like just an old man whittling. That's how I picture Whoopi Goldberg's pussy. You just take a look at it and go, I'm going to fuck it till it's the color purple. That's how I'm going to do it. Let's talk about dreams, everyone. I got dreams and regrets. I never got to live my dream of being a frat boy. Never got to do that, man. When I was in college, like everyone hates frat boys, but must be fucking awesome to be one, right? The best parties, most drinking, most women. You know what I had in college? Moral high ground. Ain't a lot of pussy in that high ground. A lot of memorizing the words to Evil Dead 2. That's what there's a lot of when you ain't in a frat and you're me. It's funny when you're lonely, you start to question things. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's a lot of like things going on with the politics right now. There's a lot of homophobia, like, still around. Like, have you ever like met a person who's homophobic? It's like just perplexing. Like, they still make you? Like, it's the craziest thing. I don't understand how anyone could possibly be homophobic, because no woman has ever made me feel as beautiful as a gay man makes me feel. They are delightful. The only thing I've ever thought when I was talking to a gay person is, damn, I wish I was gay. Because I would be getting laid tonight. It was going to be a good time. I think a lot about what it like takes to actually like people to have sex, because in movies it's always like really confusing. Like it's just always like they're like, can I buy you a drink? And then they just cut to boning. And I've never understood, like, how does it get there? I wish I knew how. But I'm almost more curious about what it would take to be in that moment and then fucking just cut and run. Just I'm out, done, fuck this shit. Like, here's my question. So pretend, ladies in the audience, pretend you're gone on the appropriate amount of dates with a guy. Whatever that is, whatever your number is, that's the number of dates you've been on with this guy. And you're ready to go home and you're ready to become one. And on the way home, he's like, hey, yeah, could you keep it quiet because my parents are upstairs? You still with me? One girl's out. Okay, good. Rest of you still stuck with it. I'm proud of you. Okay. You go downstairs, you're keeping it quiet. Before the lights come on, all you see is a blacklight poster of Cypress Hill. I think a lot of the ladies are still with me. Good, you handle this situation with aplomb. I'm proud of you. Okay. The lights come on. The lights come on, and he goes, well, could you just hold on just a second because I need to feed my pet snake Ezekiel. Is anyone out at this point? There you go. Okay. Good. Pride. That's what you have. All right. Okay, so now it's starting to get passionate. Like, you're in. You've seen the pet snake. It's okay. It's going good. He whispers in your ear, I feel like a bunny. Thumper likey. Is that it? We've lost almost everybody. Okay, good. For the one girl who's still with me, You're in the middle. Clothes are off. Things are happening. He grabs a remote control. He hits the music. And on comes the stereo, the Venga Boys classic, We Like to Party, parentheses, the Venga Bus. With his other hand, he grabs a pair of oversized glasses and goes, "You ready for a great America?" You should leave at this point. This is the point where you need to get the fuck out. So I watch a lot of movies. I love movies. The thing I like about movies is it doesn't matter like who is the main character. You just root for him. Doesn't matter how bad a person he is. You're like, I really hope. Like Dexter is a show about a serial killer, but you're like, I really hope he fucking maims some more people. But I love that. I love that because like it could be anyone. They could make a movie about Hitler and you would root for him as long as you didn't know it was Hitler. Like if it was like Hitler the early years, it was just some dude with a single mother in Austria trying to sell paintings. He's like, why won't they sell? No one likes my paintings. You'd be like, oh, that's sad. Then he makes all these new friends, like they're well-dressed, and it finds out he has a flair for public speaking. You're like, oh, well, you know, the paintings didn't work out, but this seems to be going pretty good. He seems to be a leader of men. This is nice. It would be a happy movie until the very end when he killed his first Jew and they did that slow pan out to reveal the swastika. He'd be like, is Hitler the whole time? Fuck! I got a question about movies. This is a movie question. Why is Spider-Man Spider-Man? Isn't that just a waste of his abilities? He got bit by a spider and is now endowed with otherworldly abilities to jump really high, shoot stuff out of his wrist, sense danger, and he uses it to beat up petty thieves in alleyways. Come on, man. Join the NBA, dum-dum. Like, Magic Johnson is not even the best basketball player of all time. He's, like, one of the best. And he is like an entity unto himself. Like he owns theaters, Starbucks, the Dodgers. He cured AIDS, for Christ's sake. Imagine if you could jump from one side of the court to the other. I'm guessing you're going to make some money off that skill. Like, just use your money wisely. You could at least take out cancer. All I'm saying, maybe you start up a foundation that fights like urban poverty and drug addiction because people who have jobs and aren't addicted to anything rarely shoot your uncle. That's all I'm trying to say. He needs to use his talents more wisely. I have weird obsessions. Like I'm stupid, man. I still watch like every time Disney lets another one of their movies out of the vault. Like I'm 29 years old. I'm sitting on my couch like, well, maybe I should get The Little Mermaid. It is for a limited time only. What if I want to see a lobster sing a song in the next 20 years? I don't want to have to start babysitting. The saddest thing about that is I actually do like Disney movies. I love Disney movies because they're controversial. They're cartoons, they're for kids, but they're controversial. Like the latest movie they let out of the vault was Dumbo. Has anyone seen Dumbo recently? That is like the most racist movie ever made. Like, because I'm not even talking about the crow's voices. Like, everyone knows the crow's voices in Dumbo. Walking around like Satchmo, like, I seen a lot of things, but I ain't never seen an elephant fly. That's not even what I'm talking about. That's not the racist part. The racist part of Dumbo is the plot of Dumbo. Let's break this down for a second, shall we? Dumbo's mother is a single mother that gives birth to an African elephant who no one likes till he can jump. Yep. You didn't realize you were watching a racist movie, did you? In the 90s, they switched it up. They were putting sexual things in their movies. They were like hiding it. Like everyone remembers in The Lion King, he hit the dirt and it spelled sex. And there were dicks like all throughout The Little Mermaid. And like Midwestern mothers were getting upset. Like, how could you do this? These are children's films. I saw it from their perspective. Could you imagine drawing an entire movie one picture at a time? Like 6 months of your life is making a bear dance? Like you're coming home every night. What'd you do today, sweetie? I made a bear pirouette. That's what I freaking did today. Like, don't you think like every once in a while you'd be like, I'm just putting a dick here. That is just for me and my friends. And we are going to laugh our asses off at the premiere. It's going to be a good time. Guys, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Jay Abbondanza.